the finance minister. And it's going to get even busier because some declarations have been made and his plans are out there. The finance minister, Enoch Godongwana, delivered his national budget speech in Cape Town yesterday. Here are 5 things, in fact, South Africans should know. Personal income tax. The personal income tax brackets and rebates will be adjusted by 4.5% in line with inflation. The adjustments will mean that the annual tax-free threshold for a person under the age of 65 will increase from 87,300 Rand to 91,250 Rand. Medical tax credits will increase from 332 Rand to 347 Rand per month for the first 2 members, and from 224 to 234 per month for additional members. The employment tax incentive will be expanded through a 50% increase in the maximum monthly value for 1,500 Rand. He says he encourages small and medium firms to take up this incentive. They want they anticipate, in fact, that expansion will provide additional support for the value of about 2.2 billion Rand. In 2021, the inland petrol price breached the 20 Rand per litre mark. The higher prices have put pressure on the cost of transportation, food, and other goods and services. To provide some relief to households, no increases will be made to the general fuel levy on petrol and diesel for 2022 and 2023. This will provide tax relief of 3.5 billion to South Africans. There will also be no increase in the road accident fund levy. Restructuring the corporate income tax system is an important part of our efforts to create a conducive environment for businesses to grow, increase investment, and employ more people. As announced on the 2021 budget, the corporate income tax will be reduced from 28% to 27% for companies with years of assessment ending on or after the 31st of March 2023. Excise duties on alcohol and tobacco will increase by 4.5% and 6.5%. This increase means that as from today, a 340 ml can of beer or cider costs 11 cents more. A 750 milliliter bottle of wine will cost 17 cents more. A bottle of sparkling wine will cost an additional 76 cents. A bottle of spirits will cost 4 Rand 83 more. A pack of cigarettes will cost an additional 1 Rand 3 cents. 25 grams of piped tobacco will cost an extra 37 cents. And 23-gram cigar will be 6 Rand 77 more expensive. The government also proposes to introduce a new tax on vaping products of at least 2 Rand 90 per milliliter from the 1st of January 2023. A new tax will be introduced on beer powders. After 3 years of no changes, the health promotion levy will be increased to 2 Rand 31 cents per gram of sugar. Just some things that emanate from the budget speech, directly, that is. A newborn baby was killed when allegedly thrown from a car in Cape Town. My goodness. The little body of a newborn was found along Plain Street in Cape Town on Wednesday morning. The small body of the unidentified baby was found by a passerby, according to reports. People were working in the area and they heard a baby crying and were covered by the police. It is believed that the baby was thrown from a vehicle. Police could not yet confirm the sex of the baby. Police spokesperson Sergeant Wesley Twig said a case of concealment of birth is being investigated. Anyone with any information about this incident can contact Crime Stop on 08600 10 111. The abandonment of babies, is it on the increase? Well, 4 newborns, babies, and fetuses were found dumped in South Africa in 3 months of 2021. On the 12th of November 2021, an aborted fetus was discovered in a rubbish bag on the College Lane in the Durban Central Business District. On the 19th of September 2021, a newborn baby was found dead in Blaupan Dam in Bonero Park, southeast Kempton Park. On the 17th of September 2021, the body of a newborn baby was found washed ashore on Brighton Beach in Gqeberha. And on the 14th of September 2021, a newborn fetus wrapped in a rubbish bag was found dumped at the Phoenix taxi rank in Durban. Abandonment of infants in South Africa is unfortunately a common occurrence. Many of these children are left to die or simply abandoned in dustbins, open fields, public toilets, or on train tracks. The organization knew that something needed to be done. So in 1999, the Berea Baptist Mission Church said something needs to be done under the leadership of Pastor Cheryl Allen. The church made a hole in their wall and a baby box was installed, allowing for mothers to leave their babies anytime, day or night, for the church to take care of them. The moment a baby is placed, care workers on duty receive an electronic signal alerting them the baby is taken in and the anonymity of the donor is ensured. Somebody at least doing something to kind of meet the scourge halfway. The NPA refutes Magashula's claims that charges in asbestos cases should be reduced. While suspended African National Congress Secretary General Ace Magashule and his allies have told journalists his charges have been significantly reduced as a sign of confidence that they are likely to fall away, the National Prosecuting Authority said this is not correct. National spokesperson, NPA spokesperson Mthunzi Mhaka on Tuesday said there had been no amendments to the indictment served on Magashule and his co-accused. The embattled politician and 15 others, including 5 companies, are facing corruption charges stemming from a 2014 asbestos contract in the Free State. He and 4 others are trying to get their charges squashed. The NPA maintains that Magashule had intimate knowledge of all the procurement contracts, including the court action over this irregular and illegal agreement. He continues facing several counts of fraud and corruption, as well as the alternative counts of contravening sections of the Constitution. Magashule is answerable to 22 counts on the indictment served on the accused. However, on Tuesday, he and his ally, Dakota Ligwete, told journalists that his had changed significantly. We still wait any amount, any deposit, or allegations of corruption, Magashule said. But Mhaka said there had been no such change. I'm not aware of any amendments to the charge sheet, and that was supplied to them in the form of an indictment. Together, Magashule and his co-accused are facing 72 counts linked to the asbestos tender. The High Court is likely to deliver a verdict on the bid to get these charges withdrawn in April. The Independent Police Investigative Directorate said 8 robbers were killed at the scene and police officers succumbed to a bullet in the forehead at Mill Park Hospital. One of the dead criminals is a former member of the military. IPID said the gang totaled 20 members. 9 fled on Monday, and 2 of whom are suspected to be police officers. 8 other suspects were arrested. On Tuesday, bullet holes and police markers on the tarmac were the only signs of the incident in the quiet suburban road. The house on Friars Hill opposite St. Martin's School on the South Rand, shocked residents living in the compound said there are 6 families living in the house, including the alleged leader of the gang. Betty Shezi, who is 60 years old, was resting in her bed with her 14-year-old daughter when they visited. The home consists of a small bedroom with an attached kitchen and a bathroom, very neat, but with one glaring exception. The back wall, which faces the compound courtyard, and the one side of the double bed and the other have been punctured by 3 holes near the ceiling. The projection of the automatic weapon's bullets is a reminder of the gun battle which came close to killing Shezi's daughter. Daylight can be seen through these holes of the 5 rand size coins. One bullet left a brown smear on the ceiling near the light fixture. It can be followed to the kitchen wall with another brown smear. Then it's lost between the gap in the fridge and the wall and passed through the security gate out the front door. Police Minister Bheki Cele said weapons recovered from the scene were AK-47s with double magazines and R4 rifles. He said they also discovered explosives and petrol. Shezi was in Alberton, where she works as a domestic worker when the incident took place. It was late afternoon and I got the call. I was being taken to the taxi rank after work when a neighbor said she was with my daughter at the hospital after a shooting. She said she started running to the hospital after being dropped off. I kept falling. I was in a panic. I no longer feel safe. And I called around to Alberton to see if there was space to move, she said. Shezi said she had a feeling something bad was going to happen after a strange occurrence on Friday. She says, I got home and the parking courtyard was full of high-end cars. I kept peeping out the window to see what was going on. Something was wrong, and I was praying they were new cars, and I was wondering where they got the cars from. She says the cars arrived around midday and left about 5 p.m. She didn't know the men involved in the shootout despite moving in a year ago. She said she did not expect anything like this to happen on Monday. It's shocking. You realize you don't know the people you are living with. Once police entered the compound, a neighbor told them about Shezi's daughter, and they extracted her and sent her to the hospital. A man coordinating the move said he was a friend of a man who died on Monday. In some bittersweet news, South Africans are still coming to terms with the news that the award-winning rapper and entrepreneur Riky Rick has committed suicide on Wednesday morning, the 23rd of February. Many flocked to Twitter to express their sadness and disbelief over the shocking news. Among thousands of tweets by his fans are messages from politicians such as EFF's Julius Malema and celebrities who are just in as much shock as everyone else. It has been very difficult moving or mourning for those who knew Riky Rick. According to reports, the rapper committed suicide on Wednesday and was found hanging by 8:30 a.m. by his management team, who rushed him to a nearby hospital. Unfortunately, Riky Rick died shortly afterwards. His family has since confirmed the news in a statement. Since the news was shared, there have been thousands of online posts dedicated to the shining hitmaker and his amazing but short-lived career. The news was also met with sadness by local celebrities and prominent South African speakers, who have also shared messages of condolences with Ricky's wife, Bianca Naidu, and two children, Maik and Jordan. The EFF leader, Julius Malema, paid tribute to Riky Rick with the following tweet. We love you, my man. We do not listen to your loud whisper. We did not listen to your loud whisper. We thought we still had time, and unfortunately, we are now too late to intervene. Media personality Bonang Mateba, who appeared to be lost for words about the news, simply shared a broken heart and crying face emojis. YouTuber and reality TV star Lasizwe also reacted to the shocking news by tweeting, "No ways," a saying that Riky Rick popularized a few years ago. Meanwhile, DJ Tira also tweeted about Riky Rick's life, commenting that people don't care about musicians. Depression is real. It's bad, he added in his tweet. And last but not least, further afield in this beautiful but troubled continent of Africa, former Guinea-Bissau Prime Minister Domingos Simões Pereira has been banned from leaving the country due to judicial review in an investigation into attempted coup in 2021. The Bissau's prosecutor's office told the Associated Press on Wednesday. Pereira is a member of the parliament and the leader of the former ruling PAIGC party, which has dominated political life in Guinea-Bissau since the independence in 1974. Was President Omaro Siroko Embalo's opponent in the runoff presidential election, and in January 21, the results of which he is contesting. The Prosecutor General's office issued a statement on Tuesday evening announcing that a measure of coercion against Mr. Pereira from Tuesday. This decision prevents him from leaving the country without the authorization of the public prosecutor. Pereira is officially accused, while he was prime minister, of having allowed the disbursement of $5 million to Guinea-Bissau businessmen to pay debts owed to local banks. He's accused of not having consulted the National Assembly before granting this disbursement. He also cited in an alleged coup attempt against President Embalo on the 12th of April 2021, according to the official document. A meeting scheduled for the Monday of the National Assembly to consider the request to lift immunity was not held due to a lack of quorum, notably because the absence of the PAIGC MPs, according to the parliamentary sources. Out of 102 deputies in the National Assembly, the presidential majority has at least 53 deputies, thanks to an alliance with other partners. Guinea-Bissau, a small Western African country with a population of about 2 million, has a history of coups since its independence from Portugal in 1974. It has experienced a series of coups, military or not, successful or abortive. the last of which was on the 1st of February, and it failed.
We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR.